there is nothing else I can really say that hasn't been said already about what's going on, not only in the United States but in the world right now. You all know um, what brought this all about: the protests, the looting, and it's just time, Black people everywhere, honestly, had been dealing with this racial inequality for the past, I mean, feels like the dawn of time. Um, and even though there have been protests and things of that nature in the past and everything, I believe 2020 is just the year that it's finally hitting people and they're truly, truly just fed up with it. And as a black person myself, right? Shocker if y'all didn't know that already. I mean, look at my logo. Anyways, um, I personally haven't had like an experience that would qualify as like, oh, that's terrible. Um, you know, things of that nature. But I've always been told by my parents that it's not going to be easy because you're black. You have to do extra things because you're black. Um, when a police officer pulls you over, you make sure your hands on the steering wheel and you are absolutely respectful at all costs. And even then, that's not enough. We can still get shot. We can still be taken to jail just because. And I've never gone to jail. I've never had problems with the police. But of all the years I've been on this planet, I have seen people who have gone through this. And we're just fed up. Nothing in this country relates to us. Nothing. The Constitution doesn't, relate to us. Our president doesn't relate to us. Hell, sometimes even ourselves don't relate to us. And we're just fed up. That's the only thing I can really say, is that we are just fed up. And we won't change. That's the main thing. We won't change. We want police to be accountable for what they do. And for everybody who's saying, well, you can't say Black Lives Matter because all lives matter. You're right. All lives do matter. But right now, that's not true. That's not a true statement at all. Because our lives don't. And that's why we're going around saying Black Lives Matter. We have been wanting to be on equal ground ever since we've been brought over here. And we have never gotten that. Even the Civil Rights Act, we still were seen as lesser people. Or that we don't matter. We don't fit in. We're not acknowledged as like actual people in this country. And no matter what we do or what we say, it doesn't resonate with our Caucasian counterparts. Um, and right now we have a president who threatens us with the military on our streets because we want to be heard, because we're tired of this. We're tired of being hunted down and killed for no apparent reason. And we could go through a whole list of people: Trayvon Martin, Oscar Grant, just Breonna Taylor, the which is recent as well. We could just go down. I don't know the man's name who was jogging and the white guys came out their truck and killed him, but there's such a long list of African Americans, of black people in this country. In this country alone, just getting killed for no reason. And we're just tired. We're tired of it. I'm not a, you know, I don't know what you call a vocalist. I don't know, I don't go out there and talk and preach or things like that. I'm just like playing video games. I'm just a guy who likes playing video games. I draw, that's me. But I see and I hear and I mourn. It's depressing. It really is. I have friends who are black and I worry about them. I have some black friends who totally believe that there is no racism in this country, and he couldn't be any further from the truth. Yeah. It's hard to find the words to like really get what I'm trying to say trying to get what I'm trying to say out, because it's if you don't get it by 2020, are you ever going to get it? That's my thing, because you cannot sit here and see what's going on and be like, that's fine. What if it was you? And that's all we can do. What ifs? What if it was you? What if it was your son, your daughter? And the thing is, we can't even really say that, because white people don't have to go through that. White people have never had to sit down with their kids or even their significant other and tell them, what you're doing is not going to be enough. What you wear and what you do may determine if you live to see another day. And that is a scary thought that black people have to live with every day that they wake up. What if today something happens? What if today is the day that I'm picked out and it's time for me to go? I just wanted to get this out because it just needs to be said. I know everyone else is saying it on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. I've posted some things on Facebook. We had We actually had someone 4 years ago who was protesting this exact problem in our country. Um, Football quarterback Colin Kaepernick for the San Francisco 49ers. And all he did was take a knee. And everybody bashed him because they said he was disrespecting the flag instead of actually hearing why he was taking a knee. He was literally protesting police brutality against black people in this country 4 years ago, 2016. You can say whatever you want after the fact. He wore this, he wore these police pig socks, whatever. Honestly, that's what the police are. I was just talking with my mom about this because I heard on the radio, when you see that the police in your area are hiring, what's the first thing that you notice about that billboard? They tell you how much you get paid. You can make this much in a year. Most jobs you apply for don't tell you that until you go in for the interview. Yes, some jobs will tell you can make up to, set amount, but depending on the position you apply for, you won't find out how much you're actually going to be making until you go in for the interview. But if you want to be a police officer, they tell you right then and there, you're making this much money. And I truly believe that's why some officers are officers today, because they want that money. And since they have a badge now, they feel like they have the authority to do what they want. It's just really frustrating. It's really scary. And it's just time to end this. We're tired. We're tired of being tired. And we just require change. That's all we want. If you wish to help out with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, you don't have to go out and protest. If you feel like you need to, go out there, get your voice heard. If not, support them online, on your social medias. You can donate to movements who are trying to combat this, and I'll leave some up for you. (2020) has been a fucked up year, and since it's fucked up and we can't really do anything, we can do this. We can combat this, because this is something that should have been taken care of decades ago. So please realize that it's not that we don't care about you, but we're focused on us right now, because we need to be heard, we need to be recognized, and we need to matter. That's all I have for this. My name is Daryl, and I'm out. Black Lives Matter.